big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey,
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go! Not a walk, set. Focus, defense, focus.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, pushes him over. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now it's Carson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's just me and you.
2nd and 9 now. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Set, ready. 50 seconds to ball. Watch the slant. 50 seconds to ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready. Hey, no. Check. 59. Stop your whining.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On second down, Ingram. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. That's it. Mike, zip this. Front nine. Hey, me and you all day. All day. Come on. For you. Go. Lucky. Wahoo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. On first down, Fields. Still a lot of football left in that affair, but we will for sure keep an eye on it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
First down, Buccaneers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down. Hey,
They'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Ready. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Off the play fake. Fields. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Back to throw. Fields. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
You got it. You got it. Makes it 3rd and 10. Set, hut. 10, touchdown. Army.
On 3rd down, Fields. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
57. Mike, 57. Here we go. Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried his dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Caught by Wilson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st and 10, Fields. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2nd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch out, watch out. Watch out. Check your hot read. Slam, slam, slam.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Switch. Wait. Watch the ship. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 4. Tighten up.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
57's right. I'm on.
To throw on third down. Fields. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
First down at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Ingram, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. I know he ain't got it. Check.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Shit.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On 4th down, Fields. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which...
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back up and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the counter, Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 39.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3 down.
Looking to throw. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 30. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Prater for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Draw play. Ingram now. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Back to throw. Fields. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Slam, slam. Hey, switch gears.
They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got room. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Throwing after the interception. Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. Throwing on first down. Fields. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Malik Collins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trent Murphy. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Ingram, he's been busy today, and he'll lose yardage.